talk about why there are ads on my Netflix that I pay for? Or my Prime? Like, excuse me. I thought that was the point of paying for a subscription service and not have ads.
What does a guy have to do to watch a video without getting 45 seconds of unskippable ads in your face?
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. I want to go.
Who do we have to sue to get less ads on YouTube? Because I'm convinced at this point it's like headed into a direction where we're going to have like 20 seconds of the video and then 30 seconds of ads.
Samsung just announced that their refrigerators will now show you ads while you're cooking dinner on a screen that cost $3,000. Americans saw 500 ads daily in the 1970s, but today that number is over 5,000 ads, and executives are just getting started. Let me show you exactly what Samsung is doing. To enhance our service and offer additional content to users, advertisements will be displayed on the cover screen for the weather, color, and daily board themes. What do you mean additional content to users? What user is asking for additional content in the form of advertisements playing on their refrigerator screen? And of course, Samsung claims this is for your convenience. Speaking of which, this video is sponsored by... Just kidding, I don't do sponsors. This is one of the refrigerators receiving the ad update, the Bespoke AI 4-door Flex. I don't know why they're naming these things as if they're car models, but the price is $3,399. At least that's what it says today, because yesterday when I looked at this exact model, it said $2,949, and I wrote that number down in preparation for this video. So that tells me that they're actually doing dynamic pricing, maybe even AI dynamic pricing. If we look at some of the selling points of owning this very expensive refrigerator, one of those is AI vision inside. You can keep track of what's inside. Yeah, so can the company. This review says, "Help me please. Last upgrade put advertising and news streaming across my fridge. I do not want ads or news in the sanctity of my kitchen." This is the Silicon Valley playbook. Take something that works, add Wi-Fi and a screen to it, then sell back a worse version than what you already had, now with advertisements.
Today's episode of I Wasted My Money So You Don't Have To, I give you this fridge. Let's go over it. It also has this AI system that scans your food in and out every single time. But let's see what the AI system thinks that I have in my fridge. Click this button here. Oh, look at all this lovely stuff. Lovely. Do you see this picture here? This picture here is my husband's head as he leaned into the fridge. What does the fridge think it is? An avocado. Thanks.
But Samsung is doubling down. They plan to put more screens on all of their home appliances, and this allows them to do two things. One, they can have AI and upsell for these products, and two, they can show ads. We're now seeing screens on washers, dryers, microwaves, ovens. Imagine walking through your home and every appliance now has a screen playing an ad. I mean, this is where Samsung and many other companies are taking it. But this is where it gets interesting. The company VIZIO offers smart TVs, but that's not actually their business model. In 2023, VIZIO's Platform Plus, this is the ads and streaming portion of their company, had gross profits of $365 million. But their TV sales actually lost money at negative $8.6 million. This is stunning because that literally means each TV they produce, they lose money on. They're using these TVs as a means to get into customers' home, because once they're in the home, that's where the real money comes from. The TV is being used as an advertising platform. Jeep owners have started seeing ads pop up in their infotainment system. These ads are wanting these Jeep owners to extend their warranty. It's basically an upsell from a company called Mopar. Imagine this pops up in your car and you're trying to read and see, what does this even mean? What is this about? What's happening to my vehicle? Only to figure out that it's an ad. And then you have to try to figure out how to close this as you're driving down the street. And actually, for a lot of drivers, these keep popping up and they won't go away. So the driver will click OK or click out of it, but then a few minutes later, it's popping back up and it's very distracting. I mean, they're effectively encouraging distracted driving. I was actually curious, how much are people paying for these vehicles that are now showing them advertisements? The base model for a 2025 Jeep Wrangler is $34,000 MSRP, and for their most expensive model, it's $101,000. Can you imagine paying $100,000 for a vehicle that is now showing you advertisements as you're driving 75 miles per hour on the freeway? Executives really wake up every morning asking themselves, how can they squeeze more and more profits out of us consumers? And while your TV is watching you at home, Ford has plans for your commute. 4 years ago, Ford was awarded a patent to show you ads while you're driving. The patent is called Billboard Interfaces for Vehicle Displays. The cameras at the front of the vehicle would scan for billboards and then show those billboards as an advertisement in your infotainment system. Not only that, the patent includes a SketchUp of a hot dog stand that says no ketchup, so you can order through this. There's a phone number, an address, and effectively an order of some type of meal. Imagine Ford owners driving down the interstate when their vehicle identifies a billboard for McDonald's and then displays that ad to them in the car with a little button that says order now. Imagine the driver next to you distractedly trying to order a Big Mac as they're doing 70 miles per hour. Ford thinks distractive driving is innovation, but at least you still have control of your vehicle, at least for now. Here in Sweden, some of our public bathrooms have mirrors that have displays in them, and the display is continuously showing ads. So as you're looking at yourself and washing your hands in the bathroom, you can't even really see yourself. You just see ads continuously playing, and it's quite annoying when you also factor in that you have to pay to use the bathroom.
Unlock Life Premium so you can see the sunset the whole way through. And if you upgrade to Life Enhanced, we'll show you what the sunset actually looks like. And if you upgrade to Life VIP, we'll show you what the sunset looks like. But this time, for real. This commercial is over, but I'm still going to make you wait a little longer, just for fun.
And naturally, it seems like OpenAI is going to monetize their users' thoughts. I saw something suspicious in one of Sam Altman's recent tweets. His ChatGPT has orders in the sidebar, orders as in purchases. Everyone else's ChatGPT doesn't have that, at least not yet. Then I discovered this. Companies can upload their product catalogs directly to OpenAI, and OpenAI claims these aren't ads, that they're recommendations. But here's the thing. OpenAI is set to burn through $115 billion through 2029. They also have 700 million weekly active users. 700 million weekly active users. That is an astounding number. Do we really believe that a company who is burning through billions of dollars is not going to figure out a way to monetize all of these users? If OpenAI actually starts selling products or shows advertisements in ChatGPT, this will be unlike anything we've ever seen before. Google knows what you search, Facebook knows who you know, but ChatGPT knows users' thoughts. It's way more dangerous. OpenAI's own research shows how people are using the platform. People ask about products, cooking, beauty. It's already giving product recommendations. Users are discussing the most intimate details of their lives with an AI chatbot. Like, it's a recipe for disaster. This reminds me of a case study I learned about in university. In 2012, Target figured out that a teenager was pregnant before her own father knew. And they predicted this based on just 3 items that she had purchased: cotton balls, unscented lotion, and supplements. That's all it took to accurately predict that she was in fact pregnant. Now imagine OpenAI has all this data on their users, their fears, their desires, their hopes, their dreams, all written out in great detail. If OpenAI decides to turn ads on in ChatGPT, it won't be like seeing random ads in Google. It'll be more like an AI companion gently suggesting to users exactly what they need in their most vulnerable moments. I understand you're going through a breakup. Have you considered Just Breathe meditation app? We've already seen people fall in love with ChatGPT to use it as a therapist and tell it things that they won't even tell their closest friends. Now imagine that trust being weaponized for retail sales. I just finished editing this video when OpenAI announced that you can now purchase products through ChatGPT, starting with Etsy. Remember when I was talking about monetizing those 700 million users? Well, now it's happening. But here's the thing, Etsy isn't even handmade goods anymore. The site is flooded with cheap, mass-produced products. So ChatGPT, the thing that users trust for advice, is now selling them drop-shipped junk disguised as handmade. But why does it feel like everything is an ad now? Why are ads being shown to us in refrigerators and in washing machines? The answer is actually quite simple. Hardware companies are dying. Samsung has traditionally been an appliance manufacturer. They sell you a refrigerator once, that fridge lasts for years, and they don't see you as a customer again until you move or the refrigerator breaks. That also means that there's no more money coming from you. As we saw with VIZIO, they're losing money on each TV they produce, and it's actually the same for Samsung. And we know these executives need to show growth every 3 months. A regular refrigerator, that's a one-time purchase, but a smart refrigerator has endless revenue potential. After collecting your data, they can either sell that data to other companies or they can use it to train their own AI models. With digital screens, now they can try to upsell you on other products, as we saw with Jeep, or they can sell that advertisement slot to other companies, as we see with the Samsung TV. Effectively, when they put software on hardware, it allows for subscriptions and one-time payments to unlock new features. Tesla already charges $8,000 to unlock its self-driving car, which is already part of the vehicle. Mercedes charges a monthly subscription to make the car accelerate faster. Again, it's already built into the vehicle, they're just unlocking it through software. Think about Bosch's dishwashers. They're Wi-Fi enabled, they notify your phone when your dishes are clean, they market it to customers as smart and convenient. No, you already knew when your dishes were clean. It beeped. But now the company also knows when your dishes are clean, and they can use that data and sell it to companies like Cascade and Finish, who can better tweak their ads towards you. The business model has changed. They're no longer selling products, they're selling products that watch you and monetize you as the customer. Now, I can't stop Samsung from showing you ads on a $3,000 refrigerator, but I've seen the code and I've sat in the meetings. I know exactly why they are building these features, and it's not for the consumer. It's to squeeze more money out of people. When they say convenient, it's really surveillance. And when they say AI powered, it's data harvesting. Smart is just code for tracks you and shows you personalized ads. That's the innovation they're selling you.